Hi, this is Lynne, and I have something to show you.
So let's get going.
My name is Jonathan, and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynne, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynne life.
Okay, well, you can take the mask off, Lynne. Actually, that's the first thing we want to talk about, is your new masks, right? Lynne she hasn't been out of the house much, right? Only had really, actually through all this, you've only had to go to the doctor once so far, but you've had some over the
Blood.
Yeah, but you've had some stuff over the telephone.
Yes.
But she is getting ready to start, hopefully, riding her horse soon. So she will be going outside. So I ordered her some masks through Disney. They were four for $19.99, and this one that she was just wearing is a Minnie Mouse one, which is like Lynne's favorite, as you see, Minnie Mouse here. And then she's got another Minnie Mouse, and
I got a Mickey.
yeah, and here's a Mickey Mouse that she's got, and
Another Mickey.
yeah, these are little Mickey symbols, sort of like the one on your hat here, right? And these are good. These are actually size large. I'm glad I got a size large. They won't fit me. They're too small, but they fit Lynne pretty good, right? And it's comfortable. She's had another one that's just black, and but she doesn't like that as much. This is the mask that I've started using recently. I finally found one I like, and that's important, that you keep searching and find a mask that you're comfortable with, because this thing is not going away. This COVID-19 thing is not going away. We're going to continue to have to use masks, whether you like it or not, or whether you want to believe it or not. It's out there, okay? And as things loosen up a little bit and things start to open up again, that doesn't mean that it's over. It just means that there's room for you in the hospital. But this is literally the fourth mask I've tried. This has a little filter thing that goes in here. I got a vent. It doesn't fog up my glasses as badly as some of the other things have, and it's fairly comfortable. And I usually keep this in the car, and then I wash it periodically. So Justin has a couple masks too. I just got Justin ordered one. It's called a neck gaiter, right? And it goes around his neck because he's going to start working up at the Root Farm hopefully next week. And your lesson should be starting up sometime soon as well. But at the Root Farm, his climbing program is not running yet. So they've asked him if he would work up there, but work with small animals and do the lawn mowing, which he did last year on sort of like an industrial zero-turn mower, and he does the weed whacking. He'll do that. But there's small animals up at the Root Farm. What are the small animals at the Root Farm? You don't know? Do they have chickens?
Yeah.
Are they small?
No.
No? They big chickens?
Yeah, no, they have small.
I think the small animals means anything but the horses.
Chicken.
Yeah. So you got chickens, you got ducks. They also have goats.
Yeah.
They got rabbits and things like that. So he'll be tending to them and then mowing the lawns and stuff like that. All right, some other things that we got to talk about. We're going to hit on just a few things real quickly. Still haven't captured Chunk the woodchuck. But I did see him once, and I didn't have enough, whatever bait in the trap. That's the problem, though. I put bait in there, and after one day, it's all wilted and not very good anymore. So I've been putting a lot of like vegetable scraps. If I cut up anything, whether it's broccoli or something, I cut off the ends. I use that as bait. I cut up strawberries. There's strawberries in there. The tops of strawberries in there right now. I don't know if that's a good woodchuck bait or not. But I did see him one time, and the screen seemed to work. He poked his head in there, he's looking around, and he just went back to eating clover off the lawn. So nothing's been in the garden. That's good, right? Except for us. We've been in the garden, haven't we? We've been eating a lot of salad and stuff like that. And our tomato plants are doing good, and I see there's a bud on them. There's some buds on one of them.
Breaking news. Later that same day that we were shooting this video, the Have a Heart trap was triggered. However, it wasn't Chunk. It was his friend, Squirmy the Squirrel. And by the way, Lynne is the one who names these animals. But Squirmy the Squirrel was caught, and we decided to take him for a ride and relocate him. Now, squirrels can be quite a problem when it comes to feeding birds, because they eat a lot of the bird seed, and they're quite pigs. So we put him in the car, took him for a ride, and released him out in the country.
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
Get ready, he's gonna run out.
There.
Ready?
Yep.
The other thing I wanted to mention is that on the last video we talked about Justin and I going on a quick little trip and getting 24-hour service for Lynne, and we've done that. And where are Justin and I going? Do you remember? Going down to Pennsylvania. Where are we going?
Yeah, to Dutch.
No, Gettysburg.
Gettysburg.
Right, we're going to Gettysburg, and there's no travel restrictions that I can see between New York and Pennsylvania or anything like that. So we've booked a hotel, and the visitors center, it looks like that's going to be opening up this week. We're traveling down there July 12th, 13th, and returning on the 14th. So the 13th is actually the one full day that Justin and I will be there, and we've been researching it, want to go on a ghost tour and do a few things, and we're going to vlog that. So we're going to take you with us. That good? So that Lynne can see what Justin and I did as well. So that's a good thing, right? So the trip should be safe because we're doing a self-guided automobile tour. We have apps on our phone so that it tells us, you know, what happened in certain areas. It uses GPS and things like that. So we're going to try that. The visitor center should be open, but they're only allowing a certain amount of people in at a time. We'll be wearing masks and stuff like that. So we're going to be as safe as possible going down there. But we're doing it, and we're going to vlog it so you can see it. Another thing I wanted to talk about is something that I got way back, I think beginning of April, and it's these fingertip oxygen sensors. I was just trying it out on Lynne. I'm going to try it out on myself here, and you have to wait a few minutes. And it's telling me my heart rate. Says that my oxygen level is at 97. My heart rate right now, I've been running around a little bit with the camera, it's at 80. 97 now. The reason I got this is I wanted some way of judging where I am as far as my oxygen level. Should I get sick? Should Lynne get sick? Should Justin get sick? When do we go to a hospital? At what point do you need to go in and get some assistance and get oxygen or something like that? What do you want me to put it on you again, Lynne? And Lynne has a little trouble with it. I think her finger moves or something. Here, why don't you bend your knee, or bend your elbow, and just let it go. It hasn't really hit. Take some deep breaths, get some oxygen in you, and see what your levels are at. But the important thing is if it gets below 90, if you can't get it above 90, supposedly from what I've been told, that's when you need to go in and get some oxygen. And Although Lynne's saying that hers is only like 75 or 68. It's all over the place, going all over the place. 43. I don't know why. I don't know if you're moving or if it's the wrong finger.
I am not a move.
We could try the other finger. We'll try that later. Now you're going up. The it's sensitive, and I have two of them. I have another one too. I actually had a hard time getting these. They're in pretty hot demand. But this is what I use to try to determine should I get sick. I guess the important thing is try to determine what your oxygen level is now when you are feeling good, and then when you're not, say you're sick, and if you see a dramatic change in that, that's when you should probably seek help, right? Make sense? So important to do that. Okay, another thing that I just did this week is with our Boy Scouts. We were doing our Boy Scout meetings through Zoom, and the last 2 weeks we started meeting again outdoors. So we started doing that, and last week we went on a little hike at the Root Gorge, which is a place in Clinton, New York. Really interesting, really beautiful place. And just a little hike, a little outdoor excursion. A lot of people hadn't been there before. So we decided to check that out, and I brought my 360 camera. So I'm not going to show you a lot of images of the people there, but mainly just the hike itself. And it was interesting. It was a good way to try to sort of try out my new 360 camera in another way. So that was fun. And we'll see you next time on Lynne Life.